Hi Aries, it's Nick. I hope you guys are doing good. It's for all my Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, men and women. We're now covering May 2nd till the 8th. And before we get started, I would like to thank BetterHelp, H-E-L-P, for sponsoring this video. BetterHelp offers licensed therapists who are trained to listen and help you. Personally, tarot and astrology has been an amazing way to help me gain insight on the different emotions, situations, and any blockages I may go through. And although it can be super helpful while overcoming certain challenges, if these challenges are related to mental health, it may then be more appropriate to speak with a licensed therapist. Some of you may already know that I went through a very traumatic experience and my personal life hasn't been the easiest. And although I am on a social platform, as you see, I do struggle with a little bit of social anxiety with my introvert self. But I did have the pleasure of speaking with Jeffrey, who was very easy to talk to, and during our session gave me helpful tips and advice on how to manage my situation and help improve the relationships in my life currently and moving forward. And one thing that I noted that I got out of our conversation that I really liked was that you can lie with your words, but you cannot lie with your body language. And you can watch people's interactions and relationships with others as big or major indicators on what you could expect to experience with these people or that person.
What's great is that you can talk to your therapist in a private online environment at your convenience, and they have a large network of over 20,000 therapists ready to help you that may not be available in your area. The website is easy to use. You just fill out a questionnaire to help assess your specific needs and what you're looking for, and then get matched with a therapist within 48 hours. You can then schedule a secure video or phone session, plus exchange unlimited messages, and everything you share is completely confidential. If for whatever reason you don't vibe with your therapist, you can request a new therapist at no additional charge anytime.
So be sure to check them out and use my link below to get 10% off your first month at betterhelp.com/Nicloves, and that's BetterHelp, HELP.com/Nicloves. And thank you to BetterHelp for sponsoring this video. And this week, guys, on the 2nd, we have Venus moving into Aries, your sign. So everyone's going to be loving you. I'm just kidding, but maybe. But what we're attracted to, what we're people, places, things that we're going to feel drawn towards is anything that brings us like adventure, excitement, passion, fire. That's what we're going to want to be around, or that's what people are going to be like wanting to enjoy. Venus doesn't like to be in Aries though, so you just want to be careful you don't get like too aggressive or become too self-absorbed where it's just like me. But I think you'll really enjoy the energy because it's your energy. Okay, then on the 3rd, we have Jupiter sextiling Pluto, so we are receiving opportunities at this time to really go through deep, major transformational changes within ourselves and in our life at this time. And the things that maybe we were afraid to do, or were kind of like I'll wait for the right time, now is going to be the right time. So take advantage of these opportunities that may be going your way, and as long as you have faith, belief, and you go for it, the change of transition won't be as scary as you think. Okay, and then at the end of the week we have Mother's Day, so happy Mother's Day to all my beautiful mommies out there. Okay, all right, so my beautiful Aries, we're gonna be covering a little bit of health, work, and love. I'll have a link to the extended reading below in the description box if you're interested afterwards. Okay, all right guys, so when it comes to your health, I feel like here you're doing a lot of like unlearning, undoing, things that maybe you were taught or that were told were good for you. You're realizing maybe, no, that was never good for me. Like, oh, my friends or my buddies recommended I used to eat all these, what were those bars called? Quest bars, is that what they're called? Some type of bars, and you realize this was actually not really good for me, or someone told me to take these nutrients or these things, and that was actually not really good for my body type. It was giving me anxiety, or it was not helping me. So I feel like you're unlearning maybe some things that were actually maybe causing you some harm or some anxiety, some fears, some doubts, maybe affecting your mental health or your physical health as well. And now you're going to be going through like healing or recovery and kind of like removing the band-aid, taking out, cleaning the wound, and kind of like helping yourself and seeing the reality, seeing the truth of everything. Maybe you feel like you were kind of like lying to yourself that like, oh no, this is fine, this is good, like it's fine, I can do this, I can deal with this. But now you're realizing, no, that was actually not good for me, or like I can't keep doing this, I gotta keep it real. And like maybe you're giving yourself like a reality check and unlearning, undoing something that maybe could have been like hurting your health in some way, shape, or form. Okay, so this is a good thing. It's a good thing where you're finally seeing like the truth of something. And then when it comes to your work, school, career, and finances, I feel like here that you are in recovery. So if you lost money, you could be recovering it back. Or someone stole something from you, you could be receiving it back in some way, shape, or form. Or maybe you were in bad debt and now you are in a good place now where everything is like the balance is zero. Or maybe your car broke down. Well, now you have a new car, now it got fixed. Or you lost a job. Hey, now you got a new job or you got a new opportunity. So anything that you lost or anything that could have been taken away from you, or if you were dealing with some financial issues, some financial changes that could have been stressing you out, it feels like now things are turning and working more in your favor, or getting back into the groove of things where you're no longer going to feel like at loss. So anything that you lost is coming back to you. Or someone maybe owed you money, they could be giving it back to you, or maybe you're getting it back in a different form. Maybe not from them, but it's like you're receiving it in some other form that now you're like, whoa, wow, like universe got my back. So if you were dealing with financial difficulties, issues, maybe loss of job or a product or service or something, you're getting something that's going to compensate you in some way, shape, or form. So this is good news. So I feel like money is, you're in recovery mode and you're going to be in a better spot moving forward. Or maybe you just spent a lot for your birthday season, or you kind of, blew the bag, or you kind of went a little bit too heavy on online shopping or something. Well, it feels like now you're going to be in a better place. Like, okay, paid all my bills, or like I'm in a good place now, I'm recovering, and now you're building back up your little fund or your savings or your investments or something like that. Okay, so it doesn't have to be a bad thing. Maybe it was like for a vacation or your birthday or something. Now you're like, okay, let me just take it easy now and not go crazy. But it feels like you're recovering it. Anything that you lost, you're gonna be getting back. Okay? All right, so when it comes to your love relationships and dating, on your side, we have the King of Pentacles, or I'm sorry, King of Crystals, Eight of Cups, and the Lovers. So some of you could have Earth in your chart, like Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, or Gemini. And then on this other side, for this other person, ooh, like my back got like really hot right now. It's so weird. Like my, like the bottom half of my back, maybe like lower back. So I don't know, maybe some of you are like sweating right now, or you're very hot or something. You got some like, I don't know, patch or something. It's like my lower back's like very hot, like weird, very strange. Okay, so on this other side, for this other person, this can be the past, present, or future situation. We have transformation in reverse, oppression, and the Moon. Okay, so as far as who you could be dealing with, definitely could be a Scorpio, Capricorn, or Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. And of course, it doesn't have to be, like I always say to you guys, it could just be the energy this person is embodying or playing out at this time, or it could be a mixed match of one of those, or have all those three, like Scorpio Sun, Capricorn Rising, and Pisces Moon or something. I don't know, but it doesn't have to be. Okay. So I feel like you are the older one here, or the more mature person in this connection. Whether you know this person already or you don't, I kind of feel like you already know this person, or you guys have been dealing with each other, or you have history for sure. Just kind of feels like that. You are definitely the one that's most responsible. You got things going for you, school, work, business, company, whatever it is that you have going on for you. It feels like you're in a better place in your life. You're receiving a lot of abundance. You got your SHIT together. Okay, you're mature, you're wise, and if you're not physically older, I feel like you're more mature. You're just like on top of things a lot more than this person, more responsible, dependable. You have good things going for you, and maybe you're more of like the breadwinner. Okay, but you worked hard for what you have. I do sense here there could be some kind of like fear of abandonment coming from you, possibly, or fear of like fully emotionally opening up to someone, and only to find out that they're just gonna leave or not stay in your life, or being too afraid to open up, so you don't open yourself up and you'd rather be safe. So it feels kind of like a battle, like where it's like you want to be open, you want to be vulnerable, but then you also don't, because you feel like you need to protect yourself. So I do sense a little bit of fear of abandonment. Maybe someone a long time ago, or a family friend, or someone in your life could have like left you stranded or left you hanging, and that just left like a really deep wound that you've carried with you. Even if you are very successful, you have a great life, it's still something like emotionally that is hard for you to like deal with and process and let go of. And I feel like here though, there is someone in your life that you're connecting or you're going to be connecting with that you have really, like, they open up emotionally to you, but I think it kind of scares you at the same time. And there's a decision here that's going to be made, or you might be put on the spot where you have to make a decision and decide where this is going to go, where you guys are going to be headed. I feel like this person is not someone who just picks up and leaves very easily. Like, they want to make this work. They are invested into you. They care about you, and they don't want to change anything. The only thing they would want to change is anything that's going to help you guys get stronger or help the connection, help the relationship. This person can't let you go. So maybe you've known this person, or maybe this is an ex, or you guys were talking before, but they can't let you go. They don't want to let you go, or they haven't been able to let you go because they're emotionally attached to you. They're emotionally connected to you, and they can't just forget about the past. And maybe for you, it's been hard for you to let go of the past because you're seeing the reality, or you're trying to be realistic. There is one thing that maybe makes you hesitate in fully committing or fully being open maybe with this person, and it could be that they may have unhealthy behaviors, habits, addictions, attachments possibly. Maybe they're very controlling, jealous, possessive possibly, or deal with substance abuse of some sort. There could be something that they have that you just don't really like very much, but everything else about them you love. You know, how emotional, how open they are with you, and they are very, I feel like they try their best not to hide anything from you, but I think they're also afraid that like revealing too much will make you like not like them or will push you away from them. But they are very emotional, okay, very, very emotional, but could also sometimes become a different person if they're too invested or they get too obsessed or addicted. They could have an addictive personality, which can make it really hard for them to like stop doing certain things, which makes you question whether like you're safe around them, or whether, I don't know, maybe you've had thoughts of like walking away or wondering if this is really for you, or if like, I don't know, but there's still, it's like you're attached but you want to be detached, or you're detached but you're also attached. It could be, it's like hard. It's hard to really pinpoint maybe how you really feel, because you go back and forth. You'll feel one way, but then you're like, but I feel another way. It's like you can't really decide. But by the end of the week, you're going to have to decide, or it's going to be maybe up to you. And what's going to help you decide, I think, is them, how they open up to you, what they reveal to you. They could be revealing a secret to you, or something that's very personal, very sensitive, that maybe will give you that indication that you can trust them, that they mean well for you and are going to be trying, doing their best effort to be their best, or overcome whatever obstacles that maybe they're going through or facing right now. And I do feel like it is going to work. It's not easy, and nothing worth having is easy. All relationships can be hard, but I feel like you guys are going to choose to do it together and to go through life, and or at least right now there may be things happening, but you'd rather be dealing with it with this person. They make it less difficult as long as you guys are working together and talk about it. This is a connection that was divinely guided, and even though it's hard at times, you guys are able to work through the hard times and come out at the end of the tunnel. I do feel like you're gonna be in better terms by the end of the week, or maybe your internal, how you feel emotionally, is gonna calm down. And you're gonna realize it was just kind of fears, it was just doubts, maybe fears of abandonment, or scared, like any one little red flag that could like deter me, and it's just, no, I shouldn't think like that. And it's normal for you to feel that way, but I feel like by the end of the week, you guys are gonna make a decision. It's mainly up to you though. I feel like the ball is in your court, and you can decide, no, I want this, I like this person, I love them, like let's try to work through this. I know you're not perfect, I'm not perfect, but we both give something to each other that we both need. So let's continue this on and extend it and get more information to see where their energy is at, what are they thinking, what are they feeling when it comes to you, what they don't want you to know that maybe you should know, and what their next action move will be towards you, and then also your advice. Okay, so we'll continue on with extended. Link will be below. Hopefully I'll see you guys there. If not, I'll see you for our next reading. Take care. Bye.